Hey guys, it's Sarah. Thank you so much for watching. So today I'm going to be sharing a new round of Eyeshadow Roulette. This is a series that was inspired by the Pan Those Eyeshadows project pan, which was started by Alexandra Sjosten here on YouTube. And I've adapted it a little bit to fit my own makeup consumption habits a little bit better. What I do is I use a random number generator to select 5 random eyeshadow pans from my collection. So anything from any of my palettes, any of my single shadows, even liquid like glitter shadows are also in the mix. And for that month, I just try to focus on all those shadows and create looks with them. I try to do at least one look each month where I use all 5 shades, but throughout the month I just try to focus on using each one, get to know each one a little bit better. And it's a fun way to play around with a totally unique color combination and also just to mix up the eyeshadows that I'm using, and it really helps to make my eyeshadow palette collection feel exciting to me every month. So that's why I really love doing this series. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you a recap on the 5 shadows that I was using throughout October. And then after that, we will select 5 new shades to use in November. Whoa. For this part of the video, I'll show you some looks that I've created throughout the month. I will also show you some progress photos, so I'll show you what each shadow looked like at the beginning of the month and what it looks like now. I will go ahead and tell you I did not hit pan on any new shadows this month, at least not in this group. But yeah, I was kind of bummed because there were a couple shades that I thought I might be able to hit pan on and I just didn't. I wasn't able to, which is fine because like I said, that's not really the goal of this series for me. Did I forget to put on deodorant today? No, I think I did remember. Okay, so the first shade of the group this month was Rose Pink from the Anastasia Soft Glam palette. I love this shade. I feel like before this month I hadn't used that shade a whole lot, but as just an all over the lid shade, it's just this gorgeous like peachy shimmery pink. I did wear this quite a few times this month as a lid shade. I'm wearing it today, but I have it layered over one of the other shades. So anyway, really pretty color, definitely one that I'm gonna be dipping into a lot more now than I used to. I don't know why I never used to use it all that much, but it is a really pretty color. And I thought I might hit pan on it this month and I didn't, but I do feel like I'm getting pretty close. The pans always kind of sneak up on me in here. Like I did hit pan on Glistening a few months back and I just like wasn't even expecting to. So I feel like probably 1 or 2 more uses and I will hit pan on that one because the shimmers, a lot of Anastasia shimmers are just really soft and they're really easy to hit pan on. Okay, and then you may remember that 3 of the 5 shadows this month were from the e.l.f. Earth and Ocean palette, which is actually one of the newest palettes to my collection. I really enjoyed using this month. Of course, I used all 3 in my Get Ready With Me where I used all 5 eyeshadow roulette shades, but I also did a palette bingo on this palette. It's so much fun. It really gets me out of my comfort zone in a way that I feel like it's still not too difficult to figure out how to put together a look with these colors because it has a good mix of light, medium, and deep shades and a good mix of tones. So just to give you a little mini review on this palette, that's how I feel about it. But the next shade in my roulette was Oasis, which is this really beautiful matte sky blue shade. And it's really a unique shade to my collection. I don't have anything else like that. And that is a gorgeous color. It's very soft, and I feel like even though it's like, you know, you're looking at it, you're like, wow, that is a blue eyeshadow, I still feel like it's easy to pull off as a crease color. And it does show up true to color as long as you give it space to. Like if you're layering this over a bunch of other shadows, it may not show up quite as much, but if you use this as your standalone crease shade, it is going to show up. In my most recent Get Ready With Me, I did kind of a sunset inspired look, and this was the shade that I had in my crease, and it was kind of peeking up over that light pink peach shade from Soft Glam. And those 2 next to each other were so gorgeous. When I was first picking the colors last month, when I saw those 2 next to each other, I thought, I don't know, like those look like they might clash, but they really are beautiful side by side. So I was really happy to get to work with those. The next shade was from Norvina, and it was the shade Dazzling. I also thought I might be able to hit pan on this one, and I didn't once again, but once again, I do feel like I'm really close. And the shimmers in this palette are really, really soft. But I do love that shade. It has so much dimension to it. It's like a cross between a rose gold and a taupe. It's just, there's a lot going on, and I just think it's beautiful. Today I have that actually mixed in with rose gold from this palette on the majority of my lid, and then I did layer Rose Pink from Soft Glam on the inner part of my lid. So a lot of rosy tones, my favorite kind of eye look. And but yeah, beautiful shade. I did wear that a lot this month as well. and I really enjoyed it. Really starting to like this palette a lot more than I used to. And then, of course, the last two shades are from also the e.l.f. Earth and Ocean palette, the shade Fuji Feels, which looks like kind of a boring taupe in the pan, but it really does pull a lot more olivey green on when it's swatched or on my eyes. Today I have it smudged on my lower lash line. That's how I used it most of the time this month. I'm not super comfortable with those deep olive, like army green type colors on my lid. Like, I don't know, I feel like it's not the best with my skin tone, but I do really like it just softly on the lower lash line. But I have to say, this shadow has a gorgeous texture. It almost feels like a cream shadow. And then finally the shade Gold Rush, which I also love. This is a really vibrant yellow gold. I did wear this a couple times this month. The main way that I wore this month was as an inner corner highlight. Really, it's really bright, really, you know, kind of editorial when worn that way because it's yellow, but it's also really pretty and really brightening. And you'll see in the pictures, if you missed my Get Ready With Me, that it just really added a lot to that look. I also wore that when I did my palette bingo with this, also in the inner corner, and it's just such a gorgeous shade. So if you can't tell, I'm really, really hyped about this palette. I think it's gorgeous for $14. I really do recommend it if you're into these kinds of colors. It does have two pressed glitters in it though, and I need to check. I think I'm gonna email them and ask if those two are eye safe before I use them, because I'm a little bit scared of pressed glitters because I know that sometimes they're not eye safe, but it's possible that these are. I don't know. I'm gonna email them. I will let you know what I find. There is your recap on the 5 shades from last month. Now for the exciting part, let's go ahead and choose 5 new shadows for November. So since last month, I have added a new palette into the mix here, and that is yet another e.l.f. palette, the e.l.f. New Classics palette. I didn't wear this a ton this month. Honestly, I wasn't wearing makeup all that much throughout this month, and when I did, I was trying to use my Eyeshadow Roulette color, so I only have worn this a couple times, but wow, it's gorgeous. I'm secretly hoping that we get at least 1 shade from this palette. Anyway, I did add all of those to the list. I also removed all the shadows that I had last month because I don't like to get repeats. So in total, we're gonna be choosing from 151 eyeshadows. My collection of eyeshadows just keeps on growing. I think at the start of this year, I had about that many in total. But with all of the pans that we've already been through, I have 189 like individual pans of eyeshadow in my collection. So it's growing, but I don't mind. I love all my palettes and I feel like they all are valuable to me. And yeah, so let's go ahead and pick some new colors. Ooh, I'm excited. Pulling up the Pretty Random app. And we're gonna put in 1 through, let's make sure I get this right because there have been times that I've gotten it wrong before, 1 through 151. Alright, so I got 101. That is the shade, ooh, it's from my Bili Beauty palette. It's the shade Kajal, I think is how that's pronounced. You guys know this is one of my favorite palettes in my whole collection. And that is just this matte black color. Check the pronunciation. Yeah, I was right, it is Kajal. And that means kohl or black eyeliner in Sanskrit. It is used for beauty, entertainment, and religious purposes in India. It's a basic matte black, but that's something I like to use as a winged liner on the upper lash line, like a soft, smoky wing. I feel like we haven't gotten just a regular old matte black yet, but there's that. Wouldn't it be funny if we got like all matte, dark, like brown and black colors? Oh gosh, that would be interesting. All right, next, let's pick another. Got 40. So that is from Subculture, which I'm excited that we got a color from that because this is like one of my favorite palettes for fall. And it's the shade Untamed. Ooh, so that is this pretty forest green. Here's that one. So far, very deep and dark. I don't mind it. As we get into the late fall and winter time, I do like getting a little bit more smoky and dramatic with my eye looks, so not complaining. All right, shadow number 3 is gonna be 146. That is from the e.l.f. New Classics palette, yay, in the shade Black Cherry. Which one is that? Oh, it is a deep, dark, shimmery plum. It's going on a little, I haven't used this shade yet that I know of anyway. It's going on a little sheer and powdery, but that's what that shade looks like. All right, all right. At least it'll give me an excuse to use this palette this month. I think I might have jinxed myself when I said, what if we get all dark, like black and brown shades? 4, nice round number. That is from my The Balm Nude Dude palette, and that is the shade Firm, which is more medium brown. Nice medium shimmer. I like using that as a lid shade. It's funny that that shadow, compared to some of the other shadows in here, it looks barely touched. This color selection is interesting. All right, let's pick our 5th and final color. Got 42. So that is also from Subculture. Yay. And it's the shade Edge. Ooh, okay, this just got interesting. So that's this yellow color, which I feel like I really have not used very much, but I was just thinking recently that I need to use it. That's swatched so pretty, just like so smooth, it just like went right on, super opaque. Okay, so that's, I don't know how I feel about these colors. I really don't know. I'm guessing I'll probably be using them more individually than I do all together, but I still feel like this could create a really pretty grungy, smoky look. So I do look forward to seeing what I can do with all 5 of them. I like that we got the yellow though. I feel like that really mixed things up a little bit. So as always, you'll definitely be seeing these shadows on my eyes this month, both on their own and also hopefully together at least a little bit. And I do always plan to do a get ready with me where I use all 5 colors, so wish me luck on that. But yeah, let's see what we can do this month. I don't know if I will be able to hit pan on any of these. I'm thinking probably not, but you never know, never say never. So that is it for this round of eyeshadow roulette. This is really one of my favorite videos that I do on my channel, and I feel like you guys seem to enjoy it too. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Let me know if you're doing anything similar to this and what colors you're gonna be using this month. And I think that's all for today, but I will talk to you next time. Bye.